Good morning, Sam. It is Monday, April 4th? April 4th, 2021. This weekend was crazy. So, I want to talk about this for a moment. I was in a shadow cast of Mamma Mia. It was absolutely insane. I had such a good time just performing on stage. My love for theater is at an all-time high for sure. I got to play the role of Sam, the Pierce Brosnan character. And the way the shadow cast works is the movie kind of plays behind us, and then we perform on the stage in front. It's one of those projects that I thought was gonna end up just being like a little side thing that I was doing during the semester, mostly focusing my time and attention on other bigger projects. This quickly became my main focus of the semester. I can't tell you how much absolute fun it was to work with a group of people to create something. Because you see, Sam, I used to do theater in high school. I always enjoyed it a lot, but I thought film was where my passion was at. I thought that film was always where I was meant to be. And to some degree, that's still the case. I love cinema. Cinema, the medium by which I find most compelling to tell stories. It's the medium that I've been trained the most to tell stories in. And so much with movies, it's out of this world. But there's something different about being in a place with other people. There's something kind of magical about the liveness of what theater provides. In the space that we performed, I think there were probably about 250 people watching us on stage. Hearing them out in the audience while you're doing a scene creates a new kind of energy. You see, cinema is about capturing moments. When you're making a film, you're only shooting and lighting for one specific thing at any given time. Maybe it's a couple people in a room talking, but maybe you're just lighting for one person in one moment that's gonna show up for a second on screen. When you make a film, you're creating hundreds or thousands of these moments and stitching them together and creating a single cohesive narrative. Whereas in theater, you're kind of doing it all at once. And not only that, the audience is there along with you. I might make a video and post it and get 250 views. That's great. But walking into a room with 250 people watching what you're creating, that's out of this world. And being able to experience that was utterly fantastic. And there's definitely this narcissistic part of being there on stage and hearing this audience and hearing them excited for you being on stage. And that feels really good. But there's also something magical about creating something that only happens once. It only happens one time, that's it. Now, you might do a performance many times. In this case, we only perform the show once. But even if you're performing it many times, each time that you're doing it is a different iteration. It's a different take. But the take isn't of a single moment, a single line of dialogue, or a single scene. It's of the entire show. And I have been thinking for a while that as I graduate and as I move beyond the scope of Denison, as I start the production company, I'm also really interested in other forms of art. I'm also really interested in other ways of telling stories. And I'm interested in theater. It's something I want to explore. And this experience in particular has certainly placed me in a position where that feels doable. It feels like something I can create. If I get a group of people together and a nice script and we find a space and practice and perform this art form. There's something extremely accessible about it, and yet also something really magical about watching people play characters. So, in short, Sam, I had an amazing weekend doing Mamma Mia, and I want to create more of that. That's just my thought for today. I hope you're having a phenomenal Monday. If you came to the show, I hope you enjoyed it. And Sam, I'll see you on Thursday.